Hey everyone, if you love 2D action platformers, 2025 has some amazing indie games coming your way. From fast combat to stunning pixel art, these titles are packed with excitement. Let's check them out. In Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, from the makers of Blasphemous, the classic action game returns with a new adventure. Ryu Hayabusa travels to America to follow his father's last wish. While he's away, a portal opens between the human world and the demon world, and demons attack Hayabusa village. With Ryu gone, a young ninja named Kenji Mosu steps up to protect the village. The game keeps the fast action of the old Ninja Gaiden games but adds more depth, making it easy to learn but hard to master. The game has beautiful pixel art, bringing enemies and environments to life in a modern way, while still feeling like the classic games. Next up is Super Alloy Crush. In this game you play as Kelly, an interstellar ranger, or Mu, a female combat robot. Your mission is to find the universe's ultimate treasure on planet AE-38. You will face tough enemies like robot legions, orc space pirates, and visitors from other dimensions. Fight through fast-paced action, using cool moves like counterattacks and super moves to defeat your enemies. Explore different planets, unlock new abilities, and upgrade your gear and spaceship. Collect money, level up, and get stronger as you defeat enemies and face challenges. In SoulQuest, Alice's husband is taken by the gods and she won't accept it. With her sword in hand, she challenges Morrigan, the goddess of death, to get his soul back. She must fight through waves of enemies and face powerful gods on her journey. The game has a fun combat system, where you can use attacks, magic, and strong special moves. The battles are easy to start but hard to master, with enemies ranging from simple ones to tough bosses. As Alice explores big levels, she can jump and slide on walls to dodge enemies and find secrets. Experienced players can try harder challenges that test their skills. SoulQuest is a story about love, loss, and a fight to get back what was taken. In Neon Inferno, you play as an assassin in a broken New York City, 30 years in the future. The city is controlled by dangerous crime groups, and you work for a new family trying to take control. You'll fight your way through places like the tough Bronx streets and the fancy areas of inner Manhattan. The game mixes side-scrolling action with gallery shooter gameplay, where battles happen in both the front and back, like Contra and Wild Guns. The game features cool 32-bit pixel art and a sci-fi soundtrack to match the action. You can play with a friend in 2-player co-op mode to fight together. If you want a real challenge, try the tough 1-credit clear arcade mode. In Necrofugitive, you play as the last cultist of Skoraz, a god of chaos after your people are killed in a brutal attack. The kingdom is hunting you down, and you must fight through a world torn by famine, disease, and war to get revenge. You have the power to shapeshift, allowing you to fight in different ways. You can use combat skills, sneak around, or turn into a monster to destroy enemies. When you're surrounded, you can use your ultimate ability, Unleash, to become a powerful creature and defeat entire armies. The enemies are smart and learn from your moves. They work together and try to trap you, so you must change your tactics to stay one step ahead. The game features hand-drawn animations and dynamic lighting, bringing the world of Avencia to life with collapsing dungeons and bright forests to explore. In Rusty Rabbit, Earth is in another ice age and humans are gone. Rabbits now rule the world and explore old ruins to find human technology. You play as Stamp, a grumpy old rabbit who loves digging for treasure and fixing machines. One day, Stamp meets a group of rust diggers called the Bees, and joins them to find more treasure in Smokestack Mountain. As Stamp digs deeper, he learns secrets about his lost daughter, and discovers surprising truths about the world. You'll guide Stamp as he explores ruins, breaks through blocks, and collects treasure. Use weapons and special abilities to fight enemies, solve puzzles, and upgrade your mech. Power up to face tough bosses and discover more about the world. Meet cute villagers who will help you on your adventure. In Kraino Rebirth, you play as Kraino, who is ready to fight with his sharp scythe and powerful hand cannon. Explore a dangerous world full of monsters, magic, and ghosts. Cut down enemies and blast your way through battles. As you play, you'll unlock new powers to explore more of the world. Meet friendly faces who may help you on your journey. In Rose and Locket, you play as Rose, a mother on a mission to save her daughter's spirit, trapped in a silver locket. Rose is forced to do the evil spirit's bidding, and fight her way through a dangerous world called the Underwest. You will face tough enemies and use your speed and skill in fast combat to defeat powerful barons and their servants. The game is drawn like a graphic novel with beautiful hand-drawn animations inspired by the work of Genndy Tartakovsky. As Rose, you will explore different spirit realms in the Underwest, searching for secrets and the truth behind the strange world. Your journey is filled with danger, but each step brings you closer to freeing your daughter's spirit. In Kidbash Super Legend, you play as Kidbash, a hero who can't remember his past. He wakes up in a strange world called ODD. After failing to save the village of Mandala, Kidbash goes to find a master named Tao Shen Long for training, but the master is missing. The game has a cool feature where you can mix weapons. When you defeat enemies, you fill up a meter that lets you combine 2 weapons into a stronger one with special abilities. You can also find mods that improve your skills in jumping and fighting. These mods make your attacks even stronger when you mix weapons. As you fight, you also help rebuild a village with the help of other characters. The village grows as you get stronger. In Jump King Quest, the world is about to end, and Armabogan is coming. You play as a mudman chosen to stop the evil Lord Krulk from destroying everything. At the top, a smoking hot babe is waiting, but only one person can reach her and gain the special powers. The game mixes jumping, fighting, and RPG elements. You can play with others in multiplayer, teaming up, or competing. If you fall, you don't lose. You just climb back up. The world is full of secrets and challenges. You can customize your character, level up, and fight enemies. The game's 2.5D graphics make it look amazing. You'll need to decide when to fight and when to run. Next is Replaced. In this game, you play as Reach, an AI stuck in a human body. The game is set in a ruined 1980s America after a nuclear disaster. The world is full of corruption and greed, where humans are treated as currency. As REACH, you have to learn how to survive in this dangerous world. The game has fast combat, exciting platforming, and beautiful pixel art. Replaced tells a dark, deep story in a cyberpunk world where you fight for survival. Next is Iron Corbo, an action-adventure where you play as Corbo, a janitor with kung fu skills. The world is in ruins, and Corbo needs to clean up the streets and find out why robots are causing trouble. In the game, you can create your own kung fu combos. The more you take risks, the bigger the rewards. But be careful. If you're too cocky, you might end up on the ground. There are over 50 unique abilities to choose from, so you can fight however you like. You'll face tough enemies and big bosses that will test your skills. Explore the world by going through cities, schools, caves, and more. Your choices will change how the story goes. Next one on our list is Possessors. You play as Luca, the host, and Rem, her difficult partner, in a city destroyed by a strange disaster. The city is now a dangerous place, full of broken buildings and abandoned spots like an old aquarium. To survive, Luca and Rem must work together. The game is about fast jumping and fighting. You can attack on the ground and in the air using combos to defeat enemies and big bosses. As you play, you unlock new weapons and upgrades to explore more areas. The story changes based on your choices, and each character has their own sad story. Explore the city, find secrets, and uncover the truth behind the disaster. In Hotel Barcelona, you play as Justine, a new federal marshal. She's sent to a hotel near Pittsburgh where serial killers from across the US are locked up. But there's a twist. Justine has Dr. Carnival, a dangerous killer, inside her. Every time you die, you create slasher phantoms. These are past versions of you that help fight by copying your moves. To get stronger, you need to bathe in the blood of enemies you defeat. But the blood disappears quickly, so you have to keep fighting. When your skull gauge is full, you can use a powerful attack called Carnival Awakening. You'll face 7 tough bosses, each inspired by different horror movies. You need to learn their patterns and use your skills to beat them. Hotel Barcelona is a fast, bloody action game with tough fights and challenging bosses. In the futuristic city of Nitro City, robots called companions are supposed to help people. But sometimes they turn into dangerous machines called atypical vehicles. When that happens, the Atypical Vehicle Disposal Squad, AVDS, is called to stop them. You are part of this team, and you have powerful weapons like EMPs, flamethrowers, drones, and anti-tank missiles. You have unlimited ammo and grenades, but you must wait a short time before using more. Smaller guns let you move around and shoot, but bigger guns need you to stop and aim carefully. You will face tough enemies like tanks and helicopters. To beat them, you'll need strong weapons because normal guns won't do much. Haunted Lands is a tough action platformer with a retro horror look. Pick from 5 heroes, each with different skills. Some fight from far away, while others battle up close. Explore cursed lands full of ghosts and monsters. Face strong enemies and big bosses that test your skills. Find powerful items that make you stronger and change how you fight. Some can even give you new abilities. If you love a challenge, Haunted Lands is for you. Discover secrets, complete every mission, and defeat every enemy in your way. Guinea Pig Parkour is a fun 2D platformer with hand-drawn animation, inspired by 90s cartoons. The game is made by Jeff Mumm, who did everything on his own. The animation is smooth with 24 frames per second, just like old cartoons. You play as a guinea pig, running, jumping, flipping, and swinging through different levels. Along the way, you'll meet fun characters to help or annoy. The game feels like an episode of a lost 90s cartoon. With music and sounds by Fat Bard, Guinea Pig Parkour is a fun, old-school platformer for fans of classic games. In Earthblade, you play as Nevua, a mysterious child of fate, coming back to a ruined Earth. As you explore, you'll meet friends and enemies while learning about the planet's forgotten past. The game has beautiful pixel art, smooth platforming, and tough combat. There are many secrets to find. If you like Celeste, Earthblade offers a similar experience with a new story and adventure. In ChainStaff, Earth is being attacked by alien star spores, turning all life into dangerous creatures. You have an alien attached to your head, but it gives you special powers through a weapon called the ChainStaff. The ChainStaff can be thrown like a spear, used as a shield, or swung to help you move. You control everything with one button, making the combat fast and exciting. As you explore the world, you'll find stranded soldiers. You can choose to save them or take their energy to make yourself stronger. Your choices will change the story and lead to different endings. The game has hand-drawn art inspired by old album covers and features environments like misty hills, icy landscapes, and mossy cliffs. Next is Blackfinger Jet. In this game, you play as a brave hero trying to save the world. You drive the jet car, which can change into a plane and a submarine. You'll fight enemies using different weapons like handguns, machine guns, and shotguns. The game is all about fast action with shooting and driving through different levels. Get ready for exciting battles on land, in the air, and underwater as you race to stop the enemy in this non-stop adventure. Another space opera, Episode 1. The Wake of the Giant takes place in the 23rd century. After a nuclear disaster, Earth is united and exploring space. But soon, humanity gets caught in a war for the galaxy's future. You can play alone or with a friend in co-op mode. The game has 12 levels with cool pixel art, animated characters, and cutscenes. There's lots of different weapons to find, each with its own stats and design. You'll also fight over 30 types of enemies and big, tough bosses. In Advent Neon, you play as Neon, a hero who wants to get their creator's body back. The world is full of dangerous robots, and you must fight your way through them. You can move super fast, stop time, and use quick combos to defeat your enemies. The game lets you attack in all directions, and you can change your moves in the middle of combos. You can also dash in 8 directions and use special moves to get past obstacles. The movement feels smooth, with wall jumps and fast dashes that make the game fun. When you fill up your power bar, you become stronger and deal more damage. If you're good, you can keep this power longer. Freezing time helps you avoid attacks or strike your enemies without being hurt. Advent Neon also has a training room to practice combos, and you can change the controls and use different controllers to suit your style. That wraps up our look at some of the most exciting 2D action platformers coming in 2025. Which game are you most hyped for? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more indie game updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.